Welcome back to my channel, guys. Welcome back. Beit Lahia, the one you're seeing right here on the map, is something that we will be talking about in this video. The Al-Qassam Brigades, the military wing of the Palestinian resistance movement Hamas, announced that its fighters, listen to this, its fighters eliminated an Israeli infantry unit of 15 soldiers in close combat in the Al-Shima area north of Beit Lahia in Gaza. According to a statement, listen to this, the attack involved an anti-personnel RPG followed by light weapons and grenade strikes. What is happening is Israel facing absolute destruction and extinction. Now, we'll be talking more about this particular loss of 15 soldiers in just one day. I should call them terrorists, not soldier, because this is who they are. But let me unravel few more other things that you should also take notice of. This is what Hezbollah is saying at the moment, that they have killed at least 8 Israeli terrorists as they repel ground forces in South Lebanon. By the way, this report is from November the 2nd, so it happened a week ago, but it is very relevant to this discussion to show that the number of casualties for the ITF, Israeli forces, terrorist forces, is increasing. The heavy losses inflicted by Hezbollah contradict Hebrew media reports that the army has achieved its goals, quote-unquote, army has achieved its goals in Lebanon. I want to make a point, a real quick point here. When Israeli army, the terrorists, they say, we have achieved our goals, it basically means they are now looking for a way out from this war because they cannot win this. Therefore, they have to give some excuse. So what is the excuse? Oh, we are done, mission accomplished, we're getting out. When the reality of it is that they're losing a lot of their terrorists in these attacks by both Hezbollah and Hamas. As religious Zionist IDF casualties rise, so does resentment of Haredi exemption bill. We'll talk about that bill maybe in a different video. I also want to actually show you this particular video. Guys, look, this is Iran's new radar system. Remember how the Zionists, they bragged about damaging Iran's defense system, especially those radars on the October 26th attack? This is what you have. Take a look. This is what was captioned. Iran's own Bashir radar system, engineered to detect cruise missiles, aircraft, and a range of drones. Long-live resistance. So why this is important? It is because after that October 26th attack on Iran, Israel said to the whole world, we have caused significant damage, especially their defense system is now crippled. Means if Israel decided at that point in time to attack Iran one more time, Iran will not have the defense mechanism to protect its sovereignty, to protect its country, its nuclear sites, its oil fields. That's what they told us. Now, lo and behold, in matter of just few days, they have built this new radar system that you're just seeing on the screen to really send a message to Israel that, hey, you destroyed our radar system. Take a look at what we have got now. Now, in addition to this, we also have reported, and this was coming on Times of India, I believe, they reported this, that Israel had 1,000 casualties. Now, these are official numbers. Hezbollah's vengeful assault wreaks havoc on Israel, turns graveyard for IDF. Now, these 1,000 casualties, according to what I understand, is the total tally since the invasion started on, I believe, September 27th, when Israeli ITF, Zionist forces, the terrorist forces, entered into Lebanon. Now, when they are entering, they're losing a lot of their comrades, their fellow terrorists. One of them is this guy. Take a look at this nincompoop. He's just 19 years old, wanted to shed blood of babies and women and children. And so what happened, his name is Ido David Bienenstock. 19-year-old, fell in a battle on October 7th while bravely fighting Hamas. Really? Bravely? Well, it is coming from Zionist media mouthpiece, so they call him a brave fighter. But all they do is really want to kill women and children. Ido was wounded by a bullet and a grenade. Bandaged himself, refused to evacuate, and chose to stay with his friends. Ido's body was found with an empty magazine. Remember his name, we will, because he is one of those terrorists. Now, of course, he was naive, 13 years of old age, went to fight the resistance forces, did not know what to expect. He thought maybe, it's going to be fun, it's going to be vacation, it's going to be picnic after school. And so lo and behold, when he went inside the battlefield, he found the real truth. Therefore, now Trump is going to be playing a very pivotal role to end this war for the sake of Israel. If Trump, and he will, want to stop the war, that is not because of Israel is winning or that Israel is getting their mission accomplished. We met our goals and all that. But because Trump sees that Israel is going to be destroyed completely. And this is why he said this during his campaign. Take a listen.
And Muslim communities.
We love you. All right, thank you.
Trump.
Wow, that is interesting. We love you, Muslim community. We love you. Take a listen one more time.
And Muslim communities.
We love you. All right.
Wow. Remember, this is the same guy who said Muslims hate us. Remember that? Now he said Muslims still love us. We love them back. We love them so much. And this is obviously before he got elected.
Trump, what do you have to say about Gaza?
Sorry about that. Got to stop. We've got to really do something that's going to make everything come
I
back
can't
to
hear
peace.
him.
What we want is peace all over.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah, he wants peace because, of course, he can see the end of the Zionist state. So, yeah, why not? Let's go for peace. We have killed enough people. But obviously, at the same time, we also know that there is a beggar, the biggest salesman, as Trump said, or the greatest salesman in modern history, which is this guy, another Zionist who is now whining after Trump won, and he's basically warning, European countries, small European countries, that Trump should not stop supporting Ukraine. So President Zelensky believes that his desire to end the war in Ukraine quickly will lead to big losses for Ukraine, and warns small European countries that Putin will come for them next if the war in Ukraine does not end in a just way. This whole war is unjust. Your existence is unjust because your existence came with the help of the Western government. You are just a puppet. You should not be there. There was a coup, or I think there was a election that was supposed to be happening in 2014, but Ukraine never got democratically elected government. This guy, he just butted in, and now he is whining. He wants this war to continue on. For what? To see more of your Ukrainian people, citizens dying? This guy is an absolute ass. Now let's, I don't know if I should say the word, but let's also focus on this particular news from Sky News, and we have talked about these guys. They are now in the Netherlands, wreaking havoc, as they are very good at it, creating panic and fear and a lot of disorderly things. So somebody tweeted and said that in Amsterdam, Netherlands, number one, Israelis attack personal property. They went to a home, they tore down a flag, Palestinian flag, without any permission, without really any reason for that. Israelis attack taxi drivers. This is something we see on the news every single day almost. A Zionist is attacking a taxi driver because these are supremacists. These are chosen people, God-chosen people, quote unquote. That's what they believe. And so they believe that they're entitled to put everybody down and treat anybody else who are not God's chosen people as animal, including Christians. Number three, Israelis chant, let the IDF win to F the Arabs. Number four, Israelis mock dead kids of Gaza, and this is why we call them monsters all the time. After all, when people stood up against their derogatory behavior, now is playing the victim. So now in Netherlands, when they're facing the beating of police, because the police had to do something, had to take some action to put a leash on this maniac. So they got the beating. Now they're saying, oh, they beat us, the Arabs are bad people, they came after us, oh my God, look at me, I have to go to the hospital. I mean, this is what they are made of, fakeness and all kind of nonsense stuff, violent stuff. These people are beyond pathetic. If you take a look now, let's go back to those 15 soldiers that got killed, because I think it is important for us to see the map. When I zoom out, you can see that this is where Gaza is, and this is where Beit Lahia is. Very close to the Zionist state, the fake state of Israel. You can clearly see this is Gaza Strip, and Gaza Strip is already in of itself very, very small, tiny bit of Palestine. Yet they cannot defeat this Gaza Strip, the resistance forces there. Forget about the whole Gaza. They cannot even fight just in a refugee camp. I have mentioned to you guys at the Jabalia camp, Israelis, they are facing huge challenges. They're losing their military personnel, their armored vehicles, tanks, all of those things are getting blown away. And now they are facing these huge casualties, not just from Lebanon, but also from where? From the Gaza Strip. Now, Al-Qassam fighters managed to target a Zionist infantry force of 15 soldiers, quote unquote, the statement said, adding that the fighters were able to eliminate them from zero distance with light weapons and hand grenades. Do you know what does that mean? It basically means that the resistance forces, they are now fighting against these terrorists without any sophisticated, advanced, modern weapon, and face to face with zero distance, as this statement is mentioning here. So what is happening? If you read a little bit here, it says that our Mujahideen successfully targeted a Zionist infantry force of 15 soldiers with an anti-personnel RPG, then eliminated them at point-blank range using light weapons and hand grenades west of Shima area, north of Beit Lahia, in the northern part of the Strip. Additionally, Al-Qassam said that it hit two Israeli troops carrier with Al-Yasin 105 and tandem shells and struck a military bulldozer with a thunder explosive device near the Mater Imad al-Aql Mosque in Jabalia refugee camp. They reported additional casualties among Israeli forces following clashes in the Al-Baraka area west of Beit Lahia. These 15 soldiers were not the end of the story. They were able to attack more ITF terrorists and managed to kill them all. This is the reality of ITF today. They are a diaper army, unable to win any battle, any war, making things just worse for everyone else in the process. Meanwhile, Al-Quds brigades, the military wing of Islamic Jihad movement, announced a joint operation with the Al-Nasr Salah al-Din brigades targeting an Israeli command center east of Jabalia camp. Remember I told you about the Jabalia camp? This is a refugee camp, guys. You should not be going back to this camp over and over again and failing over and over again. The Zionist forces, they went there 4 times, now I think 5 times. They cannot take over the area. With all of the Markava tanks, with all of the weapons they have, they cannot defeat just a small, tiny group of resistance force. Can you believe this? Do you believe these stories? You have to, because this is diaper army. They cannot win. They're incapable of fighting. They think that they're going for a vacation or some kind of picnic, and when they see real men facing them within zero distance, with 0 meters, 0 feet, they panic and they lose it, and they have concussion and they die on the spot of a heart attack. I'm just making it up, but I think this is what is happening right now. So separately, Yediot Ahronot reported. So if you do not know, Yediot Ahronot is the most famous newspaper in Israel. They have reported that the United States has paused multiple military equipment shipments ordered by Israel, including a substantial order of Caterpillar D9 bulldozers. Good news. I mean, is it something Donald Trump is doing? I don't know. But they are not receiving those equipment shipments. I think it is because not of Donald Trump. He's not going to do something like that. But it is because Spain is now blocking U.S. shipments of weapon to Israel. You remember the report? Spain, they have said U.S. cannot dock those ships on our shores that is carrying arms and weapons to going to Israel. So I think this is why you are seeing that these shipments have been paused. Multiple military equipment shipments. Oh my God, it is coming at a time when Israel is facing complete annihilation and destruction. And to make things worse, they're not getting their weapon, murder weapon. Oh my God, oh, they are going to freak out. They're going to play the victim role. Oh my God, they're not giving us a weapon. Look at us. They're killing us and we don't have any weapon. This is what it is. Stupidity at its best. I have some comments here, guys. Dorothy SS, Genocide Joe, Chris, Colette, thank you guys for your comments. Amit, I'll see you in the next video. Safia, Mr. Boston, see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.